Morning. I'll wait for the notifications go out. It is December 1st of 2024. 24 days till Christmas. 23 to Christmas Eve. 24. 25 days. 24. 25. I hope everybody gets to go home for Christmas. I know I will be. Um, like I say, I'll get the notifications out. Morning. How's Montana weather up there? I seen some video or a picture or two around, I think Bozeman had a little snow up there. I miss Montana. I tell you what, I miss going up to Missoula or coming out of Missoula because that's where my whole yard used to be for 5 years. Missoula. Was it five? Yeah, about 5 years. 4.5, 5. I flew out of Missoula. That's actually for a little bitty airport, just pretty awesome airport inside. Between the old part and the new part. We're we're sitting up here in Indy, chilling. I got to get the truck worked on. Ooh yeah, it was cold this morning here. I think it got down to 20 or 21 degrees. Or, no, it got down to 15 degrees last night here in Indy. But I'm actually kind of sitting, and I kind of popped off a little bit on my community post. I was watching Freight Cat LLC Narc last night on the big screen and kind of chatting on the phone. But the comment I put down is like where I'm sitting at the famous spot of no snow. It snowed yesterday. I put a short up where it snowed on me yesterday and coming out of Findlay, Ohio. I was playing with the slow motion. I was trying to catch the snowflakes, but I did a little bit, but not too bad on it. But yeah, I'm sitting in uh, trucking with Cooper's favorite spot when he worked here. Matter of fact, let me flip this camera around. Uh, let me let me clean this up because we're gonna face in the that's a little bit there. That spot right there. That spot exactly right there. Flip this camera around. Um, I had a 2 hour conversation with hello with trucking with Cooper when he worked over here at night. And in that conversation, we talked about old Best, how shitty he worked over there. In the conversation, how he enjoyed working over here at night transportation, and that he loves it over here, and he's done with the drama stuff. And look where he's at now, back in the drama. I've been watching the little Jason and Tim's little ordeal, and this is just my opinion. And like I say, I'm a numbers guy. If the numbers ain't there, uh, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Well, the numbers are just they're fine where I'm at right now, but I want to get higher numbers, and that's what I'm working on. The money's here, the freight's here. And I noticed they did post a video up today, and I think that was supposed to be Friday's video or something like that, if I caught it right. Because I'm not really. I basically get it more information off of somebody else's videos or a couple other people's videos because I cannot stand Jason's. I have no word what you're saying, man. Um, I think it's maybe morning, good morning, whatever. Good morning back to you. Um, and some of the guys maybe that's new in here don't know exactly what's going on. It's just in our it's in our side of the little square of circle in this YouTube world. Hello, and it is very tiring because Jason came on my radar when he first started, uh, kind of YouTube deal, started growing a little bit. Um, we watched. I think the actually only video I watched completely is when he had a total meltdown in a gas station that the cops were. He got squatted live on his YouTube channel because he was literally having a meltdown. You know, you call yourself a trucking coach, you know, but you don't teach anything. All you're teaching is going from I'm going to go to this company, I'm going to withdraw a bunch of this referral money and not work. That's always been his game, and he'll bring other people into this game. You know, I was hearing a name that I haven't heard in quite a while. Oh, James Hensley, the Hensley Show. Um, and he went in and just started popping James Hensley up. Well, he has been irrelevant this whole damn deal. He's busy working. He's trying to get his health back up together and busy working. And I'm glad he's doing what he's doing because he's getting healthy. And there's all these key players that's Tim's always brought in, or not Tim, but Jason Pope is always brought in to do his dirty work. And this is a guy that's sitting on the hill, looking down and watching everybody play their games. Um, I'll tell you this: I've had supper many times with Codename Narc up here in Indy. Um, Hell, I think the last time we went, yeah, last time we went out, we went to Hibachi Grill just right up the road. Had some really good food. Hell, the first time I met him, I was like, oh damn, this little dude's a little bit bigger than I am. Tim's about a foot taller than me. He's a pretty good sized boy. But you know, when I met him here, Tim seems like a downright, pretty good guy. But he gets hooked up with the wrong damn people. If he stayed here, he'd probably be all right. You know, like I say, I'm a numbers guy. I know what he was getting paid up here, within a cent, a penny. So he was making decent money. The object of the game over here to make money, you got to run your recap. You got to play the recap game, and don't turn down hardly any loads. You got to keep yourself moving. You got to know people, and he had a network here, but he never damn used it. He didn't pick up the call. I did real good here. I was the owner op for 12 years. And maybe in the future I'll go back to being an owner op or lease purchase. But them numbers got to be where I make money. But he he had the network. All he had to do is make a phone call, call a couple of people. You know, hey, where can I get? Who do I need to call? And he never did. Um, was there issues here at the yard? Yes. Um, the issues was his wife about to went to jail, and he can try to deny it, but on this thumb drives the uh, the the police report. Um, did he have a girlfriend and more or less a screw buddy or one of those special friends in Cuba at the TA? I want to say yes because why I'm saying yes because this actually came by another person that's not in this ordeal saying he did. And the reason why his wife's got a police report on it, him and his wife's got a police report out of Plainsville, Plainsview, wherever this terminal is, Indy, Plainsville Police Department, because of what his wife accused somebody else. And his wife probably got her ass beat. I know her ass would get beat. But and then I'm listening to what Tim and Jason saying on how much they're getting paid. And Narc has said it numerously, and other people. Tim don't Tim don't work for Hirschbach. Tim works for Jason. All right. Hirschbach don't pay him. Jason pays him. That truck has to run at least 6,000, close to that 6,000 mile mark a week. If I remember right, that's $1.19 a mile they get paid. So you're looking a little over $6,000, almost $7,000 a week to the truck. Now you minus your truck payment, you minus the fuel, you minus all your fixed cost. That don't leave you that much. Now, if you're not willing to get that load from point A to point B during that pay period, you ain't going to get paid for that load. You may get penalized for that load. You're not going to get your guarantee. And this little bonus they think is not that big. And they're saying, oh, I get this guaranteed check of 1900. Well, if you're running 6,000 miles and you're guaranteed 16, 17, $1,800 a week, it don't add up. That's more like running 3,000 mile weeks. And you split that up, that's like $800. Now my other question is, Jason and Tim, if Jason's buying the truck, what happens when Jason pays the truck off with the $40,000 balloon payment at the end? There's a balloon payment at that end. No, they really haven't said much about it, how much it's going to be. But it's going to be roughly around $40,000. Is Jason actually making enough to put money back for it? I think not. If I'm working for a company And I made this rule years ago because I got burned on it. If I'm working for a company as a company driver, I'm going to be paid W-2. I'm not taking out my own taxes. I'm going to have them take it out. Now, Jason's 1099. And throughout the years and throughout other stuff, you got to watch in what states and what laws you got to watch out because sometimes it's illegal to be paid 1099 as a company driver. As a company driver, it's not my responsible. It is my responsibility to have my taxes taken out, or having my taxes taken out. But it's not my responsibility to do it as a company driver. If you say it's the company responsibility, not put on me. We mean the trip. I'm waiting to go in the shop. And speaking of the devil, yep, there's Tim's old truck. It's in the yard today. I think there's females driving it right now. But anyways, you know, if you're running 6,000 miles a week at a dollar 19, so you're going to get close to 6,000 plus minus your truck payment. His truck, Jason's truck payment is going to be around 17 to 1,900 bucks. That's fixed cost. So while you're doing that, think about this, and it's been brought up multiple platforms. Oh, well, we get 99 cents a gallon on fuel. Great for you, but come at the end of the month when you're in the year when you're doing your taxes, you're not going to get credit on 100% of that fuel. You still have to make up what the fuel cost is. Very tricky there. How do I know? Well, let's see. I know a guy that completed a lease with their JCT before the merger. Oh, okay. I got you. Um, when when um when he had to do his end of year taxes and stuff, he kind of explained it. Indonesia. Okay, gotcha. Um, when he went to go explain his stuff, how he did his taxes, he got totally ripped. He didn't get any taxes back, no matter what he did, because that 99 cents a gallon. I think he said he got a couple $100 back, maybe three, just off the fuel itself for taxes, because he had to pay basically the full amount on taxes. So, but he did complete the lease. He stayed for him for a couple of months and then went to Landstar. And he had some personal stuff going on. He got off the road and he's working in Tulsa, living up in Tulsa now. But he started his truck the other day, about a couple of weeks ago. First time he started his truck in a year. Um, he was going to take it, go get it checked out, and sell it. But after talking to him and completing that lease, he had the truck year model he had. I think he said he had to pay $14,000 as the balloon payment because of the years of mileage. But luckily, he figured out how much it's going to be at the balloon payment and started sending money back every week. So at the end of the lease, he had plenty of money. He goes, I had abundance of money sending it back, but that got me going on to the next step. But like I say, everything I'm looking at is the numbers ain't right. Numbers ain't adding up. If Tim's making all this money, more money what he's getting paid now because he ain't getting the taxes taken out. I'm still over here at night, still making more money than and then and did dipshit Tim. But right now it's kind of hard. I'm trying to pay back bills and uh, I've got doctor bills. I'm stacking up. I'm trying to get locked them down. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. I'm trying to pay for a cruise in 2016 or not 16 but 26 for a surprise anniversary gift for the wife. So I'm getting there. Night has put me there, gave me the tools to use. So if for him to come back, to say Night Transportation is a bad company and didn't make any money, I call BS. But anywho, I didn't really look at the anime on his. What anime picture is that? I don't know if I can bring it up. I just want to see. Because there's a couple of anime shows I like to watch is Gundam Wing and Dragon Ball. And there's another one, Baka, Braka, kind of like a martial artist deal. I see clips on it on TikTok, and I can't find the series. I really enjoyed the Gundam Wing series. I grew up watching it. I actually watched it back when I was in school. I think Gundam Wing came on Saturday mornings. I'm just slightly old. I'm trying to think. I don't know what it's called, but the character's Baka or something like that. A kid that's supposed to be really strong. He goes to America and fights the dude in the prison, unchained, and he basically beats the shit out of Boca and, with like little ease, with like nothing. For Family Guys, that's a cartoon. That's more. That's why I say, Flatbed. There's no. They have to run. It is possible to make that much for a team. 25 to 250 to 300,000 dollars. Jason's ain't gonna make that much. There's no way in hell Jason's gonna make that much. He's a company driver. Or not Jason, I'm sorry, Tim. And I probably need to go back and watch. I'll probably watch it later, but as me working for DSV when I first started out on their program, I made $130,000, and that's to the truck. 138. It took me a year to figure out the game, and I went from 238, 240 to 260 the next year. I think I actually paid myself maybe $25,000 on the first year. And I paid myself about 70,000 on the second year. Third year, I was banging on $294,000 to the truck. $180,000 of it was military freight. What I made just alone in military freight. What most people don't realize, I took a $84,000 truck and paid it off in 26 months. And the first part of that first year, I was barely making the truck payments, the scheduled truck payments. And that was like $2,500 a month. And once I figured out their game, like every company, you have to have a game plan, or you got to play the game to understand the game. And once you understand the game, you take that game and turn it into profit for you. So it took me about half a year to figure out, okay, I don't need to be running with these people, running our dispatchers. I grabbed some agents. I had certain agents I dealt with. And guess what? I started making money. How many years does it take? In trucking, it depends on where you work at and what kind of truck, because you're looking for fuel mileage and less breakdowns. But as a lease purchaser or owner operator, you can make that much in a year. But to pay yourself, because you got to pay yourself. Yeah, you're making that high amount of money, but you're spending quite a bit in your operating cost. You may be spending, uh, let's say $250,000. Well, you pocket about $50,000 of that. $200,000 went to operating cost to operate that vehicle, the breakdowns, oil changes, fuels, uh, insurance, uh, truck payments if you have any. Because you got to know how much that truck is making cents per mile, your operating cost. So more money you make, depending on how much operating cost, lower your operating cost, more money you make. So if your truck is costing you $1.25 a mile, you want to get at least $2.25 or more to break even. And sometimes you got to take a bad load to get the good load. Sorry, I'm sitting at the end of the runway in India watching planes take off. There's actually snow going in Illinois right now, but it's all a numbers game. You got to have the numbers game. You got to know your numbers in any business. And sorry, I'm watching traffic going through the yard, trying to figure out who's everybody's at. But anyways, you got to know your numbers. Everybody say Jason and Jason will stay at Hirschbach forever. I don't see him there for too much longer because he'll run out of referral money. The question is, how long does it take for that referral money to get to him? I think Jason was at Swift doing their lease purchase program. I don't know if Swift does the same thing as Knight, even though Knight own Swift. If I got referral bonus, as long as they get dispatched and deliver their first load, my 100% of the referral money goes to me the next week. It's not broken out over a 6 to 10 month period or 12-month period. I'm gonna get that referral bonus next week. As long as he picks it up, delivers it on that first dispatch. And if I use this platform, the platform's there, the link's there. You just got to look in the description. I think it's on. I've got it fixed up on every post. If you're interested in night transportation, you know, do your research, click the link, put your application in, and come to work. That's all I ask. Just click the link. I'm not going to try to, I'm not going to try to get on this platform and recruit. And people say, oh, you need to recruit. If I give the information over there, they just look in the description, you'll see I am promoting, but I'm not making promotional videos. And once I get some stuff taken care of, I will be doing some editing, edited videos. I think our American dollar compared to what your I don't know what they call your currency. It's totally different, the value. I think it was the Philippines. If I had an income like, let's say, if I was on YouTube full time or any social media, I was getting paid for that social media. Let's say my income was about $2,000 a month. Well, I understand if I was in the Philippines, I'd be living like the rich and famous over there because everything's cheap. Sure enough, that is Tim's truck, but it looks like the damn bumper's missing on it. Looks like she hit something. But hell, I've been up here over 30 minutes. Nice chatting with everybody. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, just go ahead and subscribe to it. Hit that bell icon, and like I say, hopefully after Christmas, I'll really start editing videos. I do have another GoPro, and it's because I got to go to where is it? I find it somewhere, but I've got to go get some GoPro batteries. So I only got one GoPro battery. I lost the other four in the truck accident about a month or so ago. So I gotta get some new ones. I would do for some new ones anyway. So I get a new set of batteries every couple of years. So I get them ordered, get them to the house. I have to deal with the phone and the GoPro. Like I say, I got two GoPros and the phone. So and I got a tablet. I may do some stuff off tablet. But anyways, I'm out of here. Y'all be careful, be safe, and 42.